Revelational Reads Media presents The Woman in His Dreams. Elijah Carter woke with his heart pounding and a woman's voice echoing through his spirit. "Find me." He stared at the ceiling in the pre-dawn quiet, chest rising and falling as the remnants of the dream clung to him. It was always the same. A woman's silhouette standing beneath warm Christmas lights. No face, only glow. Only the sense of someone familiar, yet unknown. And then the whisper, "Find me." He reached for the leather-bound journal on his nightstand, flipping past pages filled with dates, fragments, sketches of her outline again and again. He wrote slowly, "Dream again. Same silhouette. Same whisper. Find me. Lord, if this is you, make it clear. And if it's just me, please help me not be weird." "Whoever she is," he whispered, "cover her tonight. Don't let her feel alone." Every time he dreamed about her, he woke with the same burden to pray for a woman he had never met. Yet. By late afternoon, the Christmas market pulsed with life. String lights glowing overhead, choirs rehearsing, the air thick with cocoa and kettle corn. Maya Bell tightened her grip on a cardboard drink carrier and muttered to herself, "This is what I get for volunteering to grab cocoa." She turned to answer a teen calling her name. And that was her mistake. Her boot slid across a patch of ice. The cocoa tilted. Her balance vanished. Then, a strong arm wrapped around her waist. "Easy." A low, steady voice close to her ear. "I've got you." She looked up, and everything else blurred. Tall, warm brown skin, neat beard, eyes full of steady concern. Snow clung to the curls at her hairline as if the moment had been staged just for them. "I'm so sorry," she stammered. "The ice. I wasn't paying attention." "You're safe," he said gently, and the word landed deeper than she expected. When she asked his name and he answered Elijah, something warm flickered between them. And when she walked away, he watched her disappear into the crowd, whispering, "Lord, if that was her, I'm going to need you to make it real clear." Back at the youth center, chaos and glitter ruled the evening. Grace and Izzy cornered Maya immediately. "You look flushed. Tell us everything." And then Grandma Loretta shuffled in like she owned the place. "Who almost died?" Maya tried to play it off, but Grandma only raised her eyebrow and said, "Baby, destiny doesn't knock soft. Sometimes it sends you sliding across ice so you pay attention." She laughed it off, but her heart knew better. Across town, Elijah stared at blueprints, but all he saw was her smile. Devin nudged him. "You caught her like a Hallmark movie with better lighting." Elijah tried to brush it away, but something inside him whispered, "Not random." He touched the journal in his coat pocket. If God was speaking, he wasn't going to pretend he didn't hear. 3 days later, Elijah looked up in the cafe and froze. Maya walked in, cold on her coat, curls framing her cheeks, eyes widening when she saw him. "You!" she breathed. "Me?" he smiled. Their second meeting was softer, warmer, intentional. When he asked for her number, his voice carried both confidence and care. "I'd like to get to know you properly." She said yes. Something in her chest settled. Something in his chest awakened. Elijah didn't play games. He called, he texted, he remembered. He prayed with her on tired nights, simple prayers, steady prayers, the kind that settled her breathing. "You always sound so sure," she whispered once. "I'm not always sure, but I'm always talking to someone who is." They slipped into a rhythm, him showing up with donuts, her lasting more than she had in months, the two of them walking through soft, steady becoming. One evening he showed up with lights over his shoulder. They decorated the youth center together, her giving orders, him pretending not to like it. When she wobbled on the step stool, his hand was at her waist instantly. "You're good," he whispered. "I've got you." Her heart didn't stand a chance. Later, when he fell asleep on the staff couch, his coat slipped, and his journal fell open. A sketch, a silhouette, her. Underneath it, "Dream again, same lights, woke up praying for her." Her breath trembled. Days later, her journal fell from her tote bag. Elijah picked it up and, without meaning to, read the underlined verse. "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord." And underneath it, "If he exists, let him find me." It was the same verse the dream woman whispered months ago. Everything in him stilled. Grandma insisted on Sunday dinner. Elijah charmed her within minutes, even washing dishes afterwards, while Grandma whispered, "Oh, baby, I like him. You gonna have to catch up." Then came the night everything shifted. The youth center was quiet. Their journals lay open between them. Elijah finally said, "I need to tell you something." He showed her years of dreams, years of prayers, years of burdens he didn't understand, all for her. She opened her journal beside his. The dates matched. Her tears began to fall. "All that time?" she whispered. "I thought I was alone." Elijah shook his head softly. "All that time, God was waking me up to pray for you." She stepped away overwhelmed. Grandma found her in the hallway and said, "You asked God for a man who sees your soul. You think he was going to send someone who halfway listens?" Maya wiped her tears. "Yes, I like him. I really like him." "Then go tell him before I adopt him myself." When she walked back in, Elijah stood. She whispered, "I don't want space. I want you." He took her hands, looked straight into her soul, and said, "I don't want casual. I want covenant. I want a future with you. Marriage, memories, all of it." Tears filled her eyes. "For the first time, that doesn't scare me." He brushed a hand against her chin. "Can I hug you? Please." And for the first time, they held each other like prayers finally answered. Months passed, not perfect, but honest. They prayed together, grew together, learned each other's hearts, one conversation at a time. The dreams faded, replaced not with whispers, but with peace. A year after the near fall, he brought her back to the market. Snow falling, lights glowing, something holy in the air. He told her what God had taught him, how to love someone before he ever saw her face, how the dreams shaped him into the man she needed. Then, Elijah set the journal aside and dropped to one knee. "Maya Bell, you are the woman I prayed for long before I knew your name. I want you. Your good days, your bad days, you're singing off key in the kitchen, you're preaching to your journal like it's a whole congregation. I want to love you, cover you, build with you, and grow old laughing with you. Will you marry me?" Her yes came through tears and laughter. And beneath the same golden lights that once framed a faceless silhouette, Elijah kissed the woman he had prayed for in the dark. And as they walked hand in hand, Maya whispered, "Maybe love doesn't find us once. Maybe it keeps whispering until our hearts are ready to hear it." Elijah squeezed her hand and smiled. "Either way, I'm just grateful I finally found you." And together, they stepped into a future they were choosing, one prayer, one step, one whispered yes at a time. Thank you for watching The Woman in His Dreams. Subscribe for more stories from Revelational Reads Media.